Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for watching today. Today we are back with another Funko Pop unboxing for you. And this time we got in all of the new pops for Avatar. And these are some pops that I have been highly anticipating because I absolutely love the first Avatar movie. And we were able to just see Avatar: The Way of Water that came out just a couple weeks ago. And guys, this new movie absolutely blew me away just like the original did. And now we got some absolutely killer pops to add to it. I can't believe it took this long for us to get figures for the highest grossing movie of all time. But it's about damn time that we were able to get these. And hopefully maybe they can follow it up with more Avatar pops, because I would love to see them. But for today, the figures that we're going to be taking a look at are the pops for the first Avatar movie. Interestingly enough, they decided to put out pops for the first movie when the second movie came out. So, I mean, maybe we'll get pops for the second movie eventually. But there are going to be 5 different figures that we were able to pick up from Hot Topic. Some in store, some we were able to get online. So it was a little bit of a mix and a match type of thing. But we were eventually able to get everything in. And I absolutely am loving this set. I think the detail on these figures are really awesome. So I'm excited to show them off to you guys. So let's go ahead and jump right on in here to our first figure, which is our main character. I guess you can call him our main hero from this series. It is Jake Sully in his Avatar form. And I'm really happy that they just went with Jake Sully in his Avatar form, because of course, if we're going back to the first movie, could have done him, as his human form. But the fact they did it with the actual Avatar is really cool. And I love the way that they actually made the Avatar figures of them as the Na'vi. It really does look quite awesome. The only thing I would have loved to see is, because the Na'vi are so tall, they're like 10 feet tall, maybe make a 6-inch figure. Maybe make the box a little bit bigger just for that uniqueness. But I don't really mind it too much just because of how cool that it is as a pop in general. And there is just so much detail on this figure. I just absolutely love the bodies that they have here, especially with the way that the skin is looking. The painted skin and everything is absolutely awesome. He is holding like that weapon in his hand. The detail on that is really awesome too. And the braids that he has in his hair, kind of the dreadlocks, looks absolutely amazing. And just, again, the amount of detail that this figure has. You could even see the tail coming out the back. I absolutely love this thing. And now our second figure from this set, which is going to be my favorite character from the Avatar series, this is Neytiri. And Neytiri is absolutely awesome, so badass in both movies, really in the second one where she went absolutely berserk towards the end. Absolutely love it. But yeah, Zoe Saldana is the queen of sci-fi. Think about the amount of things that Zoe Saldana's in. From Star Trek to, I know in the MCU, of course, is Gamora. She's in Avatar. It's absolutely insane what she does. And she's been in so many sci-fi movies, but she has slayed it every single time, especially as Neytiri. And this figure right here looks absolutely perfect as well. And I'm glad they made it a little bit different, actually a lot different than the way Jake's looks, with her in a little bit more of a dynamic pose. And Neytiri is a little bit more in a battle stance, where it looks like she is on the ground with her one knee on the ground, and she's holding herself up with her right hand, holding her up in the front, and she does have the knife in her left hand too. And again, just the way that they make the skin look, that blue, and even like the dots in the face, absolutely fantastic. And then her dreads look really cool, with a lot of detail in the dreads, even where they kind of have the rolls in the dreads as well. That looks just so cool. And having just one Neytiri pop was cool enough, but they decided to make 2 different ones, as we also got the Battle Neytiri pop as well. And this one absolutely is my favorite of the entire set. Just the way that they made all the extra detail, because they could have just done something like this, but maybe just did a different pose. But the fact that they had her with like the extra stuff on and the different sort of paint on her face, it's really cool. And just jumping in the air, it looks absolutely awesome. And speaking of awesome, actually one thing I did not show off with these figures in the first two is the box. So let me take the opportunity to do that. So you can see a little bit of a closer look where you see like the Avatar logo on top and everything. When you put it off to the side, you have a great box design. I really like the colors on that. And then you see on the back with a little bit of sneak peek of some of the other figures that we're going to be seeing soon. And another really awesome thing, if you actually pop the back of this, you actually see that there's a little bit of a saying on the back. So sometimes on Pops, when you pop the back, they do have quotes. This one does, but they haven't been doing it a ton recently. But this one says, Oel Nagati Kamei. Not sure what it means, but it is a Na'vi saying. If you want to take a look at that, some of you can probably translate it there in the comments down below. Let me know if you're able to translate that into the Na'vi language. And it actually looks like all three of these all have the same saying on the back, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to check the other figures in the set, see if they have any sayings as well. That's definitely awesome. And then if you actually open it up, sometimes these figures, different Pops, do come with different backgrounds. Most of the time, it's nothing really too crazy. But this one is really fantastic. Go ahead and take a look at the artwork on there on the back. That's just another really cool detail to just add another layer of, you know, just detail overall. Something that's really awesome for this figure. So especially something with Avatar, where you want it to live in that world. So this background just kind of reminds you of that world. But now let's get into taking a look at the figure here for Battle Neytiri. And again, like I said, just absolutely amazing detail. My favorite out of all of these. And the way that she has that mask on her face and the face paint too, that is just super cool. She has like the communicator in her ear as well, that the way they're able to talk to each other. That's really awesome. And again, the dreads and her outfit too. And then she is in the jumping stance where it looks like she's kind of jumping and diving. Having the bow and arrow that her father gave her. I really dig the dynamic pose and the detail on this figure. And then of course, one of the cooler things about both Avatar movies was the villain. And we did get a pop for that villain as well. And this one is going to be Miles Quaritch. And he's absolutely played fantastically by Stephen Lang in both movies. Yes, spoiler alert, I guess, that he does come back in the second movie. But they showed him in the trailers and everything, so not too big of a deal. But we did get him as a pop in his regular human form. Definitely really cool here. Again, nothing really crazy compared to the other figures, since these are, you know, Na'vi and they're really detailed and everything. This is just kind of an army guy in a pose with a weapon in his hand. But still, it is cool. I do really like it with some of the details that they have on it, especially since I'm really attached to that character from the movies. And like I said, this figure is nothing too crazy. He is in his army outfit, but I do really like that cool looking futuristic weapon that he has in his hand. And then the detail with the scars on his face from, of course, that he got that when he first went on to Pandora. And even like the scar on his eyes along with the side of his head. Just a little bit of detail specifically to that character. Now, these are some pretty cool Pops, but guys, wait till you see this last one. You know they had to go big for this Avatar set. And one of the cooler things in the Avatar movie is the Banshees, or the Ikran, that they fly on. And so, you know, Funko did had to go all out for this one, and they made a pop ride of it. And this one is going to be Toruk Mato, Jake Sully on Toruk Mato. And man, the detail on this thing looks absolutely crazy. You have Jake Sully with a different sort of a mold than what he has in his other figure, and he is on top of that Banshee. This thing is absolutely massive, and the detail on it is crazy. So you have the giant Ikran there, and yeah, I love how they have, like, with the wings, it looks like it's a little bit transparent on the ends of the wings too. They can kind of see through it a little bit. That's a really amazing touch. The paint job on this thing is magnificent. And then you have Jake sitting on the top of the Banshee, and he has the weapon in his hand, the way that he has that mask on and everything, and then the braids just going off the top. I love how the braids are going off just like the middle of his head, because they do make it look like that in the movie where he pulls it back like that. This just brings me right back to that scene in the original movie where they're fighting them in the air towards the end in that final battle. Well guys, there's our look at the new Avatar Funko Pop that just came out, celebrating the first Avatar movie and of course the release of Avatar The Way of Water. And guys, I absolutely loved both movies, and The Way of Water I actually enjoyed even more than the first one. It's absolutely an amazing film. It's stunning to look at. James Cameron just proves everybody wrong every single time. You never doubt Jimmy C, guys. Never doubt Jimmy C. But I can't wait to see what else we're going to get from the Avatar franchise. We're having Avatar 3 and 4. I think James Cameron said all the Avatar sequels have gotten greenlit. They're going to get made. So I'm pumped to see all the future Avatar films, where they're going to go from here. But I love these pops, and I can't wait to see potentially more Avatar pops coming in the future, especially some ones from Avatar 2. But guys, there we have it. I do also want to hear from you as well. What do you think about these Avatar Funko Pops? Which one of these has been your favorite to see? And did you go out and watch Avatar The Way of Water? Did you remember watching the original one? Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the movies and also on these figures in the comments down below. And of course, if you guys have not done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also leave a like in this video as well if you enjoyed it. And of course, you can always hit that bell to be notified whenever we have new videos drop. But thank you guys so much for watching today. And as always, we'll see you again real soon.